Hey everybody, Connorwork here. With the upcoming release of Rule Britannia content in Europa Universalis 4, I was recently inspired to grab some achievements before they add more for me to get. Well, I can't help but tell you there was wild support for the idea. Unfortunately, I also discovered that there were precious few videos out there explaining the best way to grab those precious Cheevos. In the spirit of making the way easier for those of you who are armchair emperors and empresses out there, let's take a look at the best way to grab one of those harder-ish achievements. Today's look, the Sun God achievement. On the face of it, the Sun God achievement doesn't seem all that difficult. Not playing as a released nation? Check. The player's country must be Inca? Check. Replace all reforms and institutions, and all provinces of South America are either empty, wasteland, a colony, or owned and cored by the Inca? Check. Unfortunately, there are two major challenges here. One is internal. The player must reform that religion a total of 5 times. Each one drops stability like a rock and spawns several enemy armies whose only goal is to knock you back into the Stone Age. And that's the other issue. The Incans aren't too far from the Stone Age in the first place. Starting out, they are pitifully behind the times. They have no institutions, no navy, no income, and once outsiders come, and trust me, they will, they are so backwards that battles are usually entirely one-sided. Well, the trick to succeeding at this achievement, then, lie in the 3 C's: conquest, consolidation, and colonization. Starting out, select Cusco as your starting nation. They aren't large, but they already control good provinces, have an excellent ruler and heir, and are in great position to do the first C, conquer. Your first goal should be to remove all the countries in easy striking position of you in South America. Generally, this means conquering or vassalizing everyone in one direction, north or south. Turn around, rinse, and repeat. Rapid expansion does 2 things for you. The first is a rapid expansion of your eventual economic base. The other is to ramp up your authority generation, which helps you reform your religion. At the same time, while you're conquering, move as quickly as possible to unlock your first idea group, exploration, and begin to colonize nearby areas whenever possible. Don't worry about coring those completed colonies. You'll pick up a lot of them as cores once you become the Incan nation. There really is no timeline for success, but the easier all that power is concentrated in your midst, the better. Keep your diplomats busy. Now, the Incans have a really cool mechanic. They have an ability to reform their religion to give them a number of great benefits outside of ideas and technology. While I can't go into what and how each one benefits this particular run, I will say your first priority is to grab the reform that allows a colonist to expand your empire further. Though it's expensive to maintain early, colonies give the chance to generate religious authority and help make that latter part of the achievement that much easier. Again, keep in mind that religious reform is not without cost. Whenever you attempt to reform your religion, you will be sacrificing a great deal of your stability as well as manpower, as you're forced to suppress anti-government rebels. Be sure you have the admin power and the men to move past the period of unrest and return you to at least neutral stability. A side note on generating religious authority. Though the state slowly generates this based on the size of your empire, you can get some easy increases through Incan events, as well as decreasing autonomy in provinces. Keep in mind that lower autonomy can breed rebels, so keep your army strong. So you've changed your name, your religion is slowly catching up to the times, and you have colonies out and growing. All is good, right? Wrong, because the Europeans are coming, and they're coming fast. Once these strangers land on your continent, work as quickly as possible to contain their colonies. Keep them on the coast, and isolate them from making vast empires in your interior. That's your land, after all. Now, your religion should be completely reformable by now, or super close to it. Once that is possible, place one of your colonies adjacent to one of these strange peoples, and reform your religion a final time. You will gain every single institution they have, and your tech level is going to boom incredibly. After being gifted those precious institutions, quickly build up a strong navy and expand the army, because it's time to make South America native again. While your colonists remove any chance of further expansion by those intruders, your armies and navies need to push and remove everything that isn't Incan. This is the hardest part of the run, because even with the tech boost, European nations will still likely be more advanced than you, and they have a hankering for your gold mines, which means they'll attack you often. Use the mountains to take away their tech advantage, and do your best to bring superior numbers to bear whenever possible while fighting them. Harass and siege, colonize and expand, and you see a little badge of honor pop up sooner than you think. A last word on ideas that are definitely high value. Consider grabbing exploration ideas, economic, defensive, quality, expansion, and quantity ideas. If you really want to know a breakdown of why I select these particular ideas, feel free to hit me up in the comments below. But for now, go on, get on out there and get in that sunshine. Good luck.